Council development area has seen significant growth in recent years. Various initiatives aimed at improving infrastructure, education, healthcare, as well as security, just to name a few. Under the leadership of Chairman Dele Oshinowo, the Council has prioritized sustainable development, focusing on enhancing the quality of life for residents through key projects and programs. Now, as the community continues to grow, questions around youth empowerment, employment opportunities, and public safety remain at the forefront. The local government has implemented several empowerment programs and security measures to ensure that Agboyi-Ketu remains a safe and thriving area for all its residents. Joining us on the Newsroom series today to discuss these critical areas is the chairman of the Agboyi-Ketu Local Council Development, Mayor Dele Oshinowo, where we'll be exploring his administration's achievements, challenges, and future plans to further develop the area. Thank you for coming on Newsroom series.
Thank you for having me again.
Now, can you share with us, as we begin, the major infrastructure developments that have happened in Agboyi-Ketu and how that aligns with the needs of the community?
Okay. At the exception of my coming in as the executive chairman of Agboyi-Ketu, we actually prioritize what is needed to be done. We realize that infrastructure is very important. At the same time, education and empowerment of the youth and our women. So we started with infrastructure by focusing on all the access roads into Agboyi-Ketu, coming in from the Third Mainland Bridge inward Alapere, then inward Ogudu to Alapere as well. Then there's an intersection to Ikorodu Road, to Tipper Garage, Ketu bus stop, which leads to Demoni Road, Ile, Yano School, and my 12. So we realized that for people to access Agboyi-Ketu, they need to have a good access road. So we started from there. And this is what we've been doing. We've constructed, rehabilitated, we surfaced as many roads as I can count. If I put it together, it should be about close to 70 to 72 kilometers now. And recently, about last month, I rehabilitated about 8 roads within 2 weeks around Tipper Garage, Bangbe Zone, and all that. So we did that. And apart from that, there are also reconstruction of roads from Olaiton to Kubadejo to Aliu Street, which is a total construction, new drainage system, new street lights. Talking about street lights, we're talking about paved road. So these are the things we've been doing. And apart from that, we're creating sport facilities as well, sports infrastructures, like the one in Agboyi Town and Everine area, whereby we thought we were creating about 180-seater mini stadium. Now we realize that's about 390. By the time we were installing those seats, we realized that it's a 390 capacity. So we're doing that as well, whereby we're going to have a 7-a-side football pitch, which is going to help the youth in curbing the restiveness of all the youth. So in Ajegunle area, we are also constructing road. We have recreational centers there as well.
Okay.
Yes, it's also about 400 seaters.
That sounds like a lot.
Yes, there's about 400 seaters. We have health centers that we have rehabilitated in Ajegunle. We have canal clearing.
Okay.
This is not primarily a local government duty to clear canals, but if you look at the problem we're facing in Lagos, the flooding issue. So we always plan ahead. There's a yearly thing for us that we have to desit our canal. We dredge it.
With the inflation going on, how are you getting the funds to pursue these projects in these trying times?
Now, when I came on board, we look at our comparative advantage. We realize that we need to invest in real estate. So from the real estate, we're also generating funds from there.
Aside from the local government allocation?
Apart from the local government allocation.
Okay.
So we are meticulous in our spending. So whatever we want to do, especially when our revenue allocation has gone up, so we need to invest in our infrastructures. We need to invest in our people. This is what we're doing. So across all board, in terms of education, education infrastructures, we're doing that. In terms of health, we're doing that. All the necessary infrastructure that all these sectors are required.
I was going to jump into education now, but before I do that, most Nigerians know who their governors are. We know who our governors are because that obviously is the #1 man in the state. Not many people, you'll find hard pressed, know who the local government chairman or the LCDA's chairman are. Are you pursuing a closer relationship with the people in your communities where people know that this is the man in charge? Do you have an open door policy? When people in your community have problems, are they able to see you?
Yes. There's a feedback mechanism that we've created through the CDC.
Okay.
And apart from that, I don't have a period that's dedicated for people to see me. So you're free to come to my office anytime. Normally you said, this is a visiting time. There's nothing like visiting time in my office. You can visit my office at any time. As long as I'm in the office, you visit me. Then I go to the office Monday to Friday to attend to my people. I walk around. They know me in Agboyi-Ketu. I can walk around without anyone escorting me. And they know me. This is the relationship I've created within the LCDA.
Now, in terms of upgrading the school facilities, we talked about education just now. What's happening there?
So we've been doing a lot, providing furniture, rehabilitating schools, changing the roof where there's need for us to build new toilets, there's need for us to demolish old buildings and develop another one. This is what we've been doing. So we're about to start about 8 classrooms in Agboyi town, a Riverian area whereby it's going to be an ultra-modern school in that community. We just recently completed another innovation in Agboyi-2. So Agboyi-1 will be receiving another one. So we're just waiting for the technical details to be completed before we move to the site. So it is very important for us. We're supporting them in providing GCE forms, JAM forms. We've provided scholarship, bursaries.
For free, subsidized?
Yes. No, we're for free. So you don't need to pay for that.
So residents of Agboyi-Ketu who have wards or children who are going to sit for JAM can have access to.
They can have access. Yes.
Their
it's limited.
JAM forms.
It's limited. Okay. We can't cover everyone.
Okay.
But whatever we can do based on our budget and our income. So the last one we did was about 200 GCE form. We've done 500. We've done 400. We've done 300. So it all depends on the fund available as of that time.
Okay.
So, but this is what we've been doing continuously for the last 7 years.
What about security?
Yes. Recently we had it's in and out, but presently it's relatively peaceful. We have been supported by the security agencies. We've been providing them logistics and all that. There are some court issues recently, but I can tell you today we've actually nipped it. So Agboyi-Ketu is relatively peaceful.
We thank you so much for coming on Newsroom Series and taking out the time to be with us on the developments in Agboyi-Ketu, and we certainly wish you continued success
Thank you very much.
in the development of the area.
Thank you.